Oluyi, who is currently in the United States of America. Greetings to you, viewers, and my viewers that are right here at the newsstand. All right, it's another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on 50. Michael T here at Ogba Newsstand, keeping it real with you people. And we have diverse journals at the newsstand today. But let's start with the Tribune and the Daily Sun. These are stories we'll be talking about right here on front pages of these journals. Quickly to the stories. No to negotiation. Northern governors must flush out bandits. That's what El Rufai is saying. No to negotiation. Northern governors must flush out bandits, says El Rufai. Says Gumi's peace deal, a waste of time. Says Gumi's peace deal, a waste of time. SSANU, NASU, strike grounds universities. On to the next one. Oshun communal crisis, death toll rises to 6. And we have other stories right on the front page of this journal. We have on Benue State, Benue communal crisis, military arrest 10 suspects, recover 16 weapons, ammunition. Moving down to the picture here, customs intercept 30 billion naira smuggled rice, vehicles at Seme, Idiroko borders. Let's move down to the Daily Sun newspaper, the major headline, which reads, Federal government proposes jail time for COVID-19 violators. Federal government proposes jail time for COVID-19 violators. Says fake test forcing airlines to doubt Nigeria's results. Country records 13 UK variant cases to get 42 million vaccine doses from Africa. That's African Union platform. NAFDAC evaluating vaccines from Russia, India. And on top of the paper, we have something on Igbo. Igbo should negotiate 2023 presidency with other zones. Advises ex-CJ Umedi. Igbo should negotiate 2023 presidency with other zones. Quickly to the down part of the paper, IPOB replies Sheikh Gumi says freedom fighters can't be compared with killer herdsmen, bandits. IPOB, that's the indigenous people of Biafra, replies Sheikh Gumi, who visited the bandits in Zamfara forest, says freedom fighters can't be compared with killer herdsmen, bandits. Alleged money laundering. Court gives Kalu leave to challenge retrial by EFCC. Court gives Kalu leave to challenge retrial by EFCC. All right, the last story we'll be reading out to you viewers. Parliamentary workers threaten to shut down state houses of assembly. Issue 21-day ultimatum for full implementation of financial autonomy. Let's join our reviewers for more analysis on these topical stories. I have Mr. Matthew at the newsstand. Good morning to you, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome once again to Bystanders at the newsstand.
It's a pleasure.
Now, let me quickly use my face mask, looking at what the federal government has proposed. That's jail term for COVID-19 violators. Where is your face mask?
Oh, I have it.
You have it, but you're not putting it on. Let me quickly put on mine. I don't want to risk going to jail. Of course, nobody's above the law.
I agree with you.
Nobody's above the law.
Yes.
Even if the president himself is not using the face mask.
But you cannot compare yourself with the president.
So we cannot all compare ourselves with the president. What's your take on it? Federal government proposing jail time for COVID-19 violators. Do you think this will aid the response or the compliance to these rules?
To be quite honest with you, it's good to obey the law because that is what makes a society decent. When you punish violators, people are bound to comply with regulations. But the way it stands, particularly this issue of COVID-19 violation, if you look at it, what is the capacity of our prison? We want to be arresting and prosecuting people. You get a point where all the prison facilities, all the correctional facilities will feed up. I do not have any other place to take people to be imprisoned. So on that basis, I think a better thing is to win the confidence of the people, to win the confidence of the masses. That breach of trust between the governed and the government should look for ways to address it. This is not the first time we are discussing similar thing. I think the government is not doing what they ought to do. because the traditional institutions are there, the traditional rulers are there, the religious institutions are there, the religious leaders are there. By all standard, people have so much respect for traditional rulers who incidentally have moral authority over the people. And again, they equally have so much respect for religious leaders. So we have said it oftentimes that they should drag these two categories of personalities into the process of driving this sensitization agenda.
Now let's quickly move down to what the LPOB has said about Sheikh Gumi. Of course, Sheikh Gumi was on a visit to Zamfara Forest to meet the bandits, which presently the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, said this doesn't really make sense to him. It's a waste of time. That the northern governors should come together and make sure the criminals in the north are flushed out.
I totally agree and align myself with the position of that Kaduna State governor in the person of El-Rufai. Because you don't negotiate with bandits, you don't negotiate with insurgents, you don't negotiate with criminals. If you are doing that, you are presenting yourself as a weak government. To exert your authority over your sovereignty as a sovereign state, you need to exercise that power that makes you a sovereign state. Because if you as a sovereign state like Nigeria is now, you are negotiating with ordinary bandits, what signal are you sending? It shows that you are weak. Sheikh Gumi, who visited their respective camps, he said what he saw was insurgency. It is beyond banditry, and he did not mind words. He said these are Fulani herdsmen who complain that because their cows have been rustled, they now see it as a justification to turn themselves into bandits, kidnapping people, terrorizing the communities, raping women, collecting ransom. So I think what the government need to do, because you don't stay because they are rustling your cow. If actually they rustle their cow, that shouldn't be an excuse to take into crime.
But the question I still ask people at times is what's the relationship between Gumi and these people?
I may not believe that they have relationship, because even in war situation, negotiation can take place. Even when it comes to terrorism, somebody can negotiate. It's just a question of winning the confidence of the parties involved. That if they give you that confidence, you will not breach that confidence. Once you maintain that status, at every point in time, you may be called upon, even beyond the shores of your country, to negotiate in that manner.
Is it that influential in that area or what?
I think he's influential because he's a well-known Islamic scholar and leader. He's well-known and he's respected. Don't forget that these are people who hitherto were residing in the regular community in that area, so they know who is who. They know all the big personalities in their environment. So by the time they see someone like that and see that they are honoring somebody like that, it shows that they have respect for him. Then if you look at this Gumi's comparison between IPOB and bandits, I think Gumi is totally wrong. I can categorically tell you that go and check the global terrorism index. Fulani herdsmen is rated number 4 most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. So it's not by coincidence. It is by research that they have placed them at that level. Then again, look at IPOB. So the best nation of the world, like America, like United States, I mentioned America, like Britain, notable bodies like UN, European Union, totally disagree with Nigerian government that IPOB is a terrorist organization. These are people who know better. So I equally align myself with the position of those international communities to say that I do not believe that IPOB is a terrorist organization. So that comparison do not arise.
So what's all about the vaccine this time around? It seems the government is toiling with it.
The vaccine.
Yeah.
You see, it's just a reflection of the decadence in our system. Because if we have good health system, chances are that we would have had this process of facilities to keep a vaccine at a particular degree Celsius. In this case, the pre-Pfizer vaccine require a 70%, a 70 degree Celsius. It must maintain that status. Otherwise, the vaccine will lose its potency. And they have said it all, that this vaccine, they don't want anyone to waste it. And it's on that basis they're saying that since we do not have the facility, they will not risk giving it to us so that we do not waste it. Because this is something that are putting together with scarce resources, and there are so many demand for it. So they don't give it to people who do not have what it takes to store it, to preserve it. I said it earlier on the other day that even in Nigeria, as a copper and Jigawa state, I was a part of the team that were doing polio immunization. Okay. And what UNICEF do then is that they have a facility that is powered by solar system, and the vaccine is kept at a particular degree Celsius. So if UNICEF can do that in Nigeria, what prevents Nigeria as a sovereign state from doing that? Don't forget that even the wife of Mr. President have complained that even in Asura Clinic that there is no paracetamol. And this is a clinic that every fiscal year one is budgeted for it. The same way you see them make away with money budgeted for such project, the same way you see Nigerian government officials replicating it in every strata of human endeavor. So what we are suffering here is corruption. That is why we cannot, Pfizer will not give us that vaccine because they don't want us to waste it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Fine. Just like I'm having a bit of catarrh, but I'm overcoming it, right? Yeah.
For some time, I've seen you as someone who adheres to the COVID-19 protocols. Most times you put on your face mask. So how has it been?
Oh, it's been why you know what really happened? It's been hazy for my safety. I made it easy for my safety. And there was a scene I reported that you were aware of one time that was picked up that I did not adhere to COVID rules. Nevertheless, that wasn't the main. So they have to, they were. So they said everybody should just get in. But I had my face mask, so I was just telling them, you will count me out. Although they exempt me from the other guys because they know there's nothing they could use to hold me. But once you're in the security men, once they trap you, you can't go scot-free. You have to just part away with some things. So definitely, I just want to advise fellow Nigerians, the fellow citizens, COVID is real. Please forget about this bad leadership that make us to not believe in them any longer. Because the problem now about COVID in this country is the servant don't obey the masters any longer. Because distrust, they've created a big vacuum for distrust. So if a leader say wear face mask today, they will say the one where I can't wear face mask because I don't believe in you guys again. You said there's COVID, but we are seeing you guys. You are moving all around freely. So it will take hundreds of NOA. You know what I mean by NOA? National Orientation Agency. You used to have them during those Mansa, all those Babangida times. But they are no more now. And why couldn't they go back to that NOA to sanitize people? So it's there's something that is going on that we people we don't understand. It's like Nigeria issue is the more you look, the less you see.
Now, what's the level of compliance on the side of our leaders on COVID-19?
That's like a leader lead by example.
Do you see them put on?
They are not. Once you don't lead by example, nobody is ready to obey your command. You can't tell me. I'm a father now in my house. I have 2 kids now. So I will tell my kid do this, and they will see daddy doing, things other way around. Would they believe in me any longer? Will they trust me any longer? So if I say, oh, my boy, my girl, do this, they'll say, Daddy, but you did not do this. Likewise. He said, do as I do. Don't do as I say. So, I mean, it's a very...
They've replied, Sheikh Gumi, after his visit to Zamfara forest, where the bandits reside, that's their camp. They replied him telling him that that IPOB is different from killer X-Men and other bandits. Now, what are the similarities between IPOB and, or what is the difference?
Thank you very much. Like what is happening now, you can't compare, there's a big difference between IPOB and killer herdsmen or the bandits you're talking of. They call all of them they are herdsmen, killers, herdsmen, terrorists. You call them terrorists. They are just branding their name. Call a spade a spade. All these guys are bloody terrorists, bloody carnal terrorists. And you know what I'm saying? The difference is this IPOB, they stayed in their region, right? To aggravate, I mean, to show their grievances to the people. Say, this is what we want. You people have been excluding us from the governance of this country. We've been isolated for a while. We've been rejected for a while. Now, let us go. If you can, IPOB never come to Southwest here to rustle, I mean, to kill farmers, to encroach people's farm, to encroach people's land. Why this barbaric, nonchalant elements called Fulani killer herdsmen or banditry? They go all around. They move from one region to another, encroach their land, rape their women, collect ransom. I mean, there's a big difference for Christ's sake. And one Islamic man is now calling for amnesty for them. Amnesty for what? Are you encouraging criminality in Nigeria? Because once you give these notorious bandits amnesty now, other group, that means crime pays in Nigeria. Crime pays. People are not going back to the trench, holding gun, terrorizing the country. They have to run. They will still call us for amnesty likewise. So I don't know. You see, the leaders have to think before they talk. I'm so disappointed in what this government, the cleric man said, the Islamic cleric man. Should have learned from the Katsina State governor. He offered them amnesty. They still went back to the trench and started more. That was when they now started full operation in that Katsina. What led to kidnapping of children, the school children? When the whole president was in the state, Jankara. That was the same time those people found it fit to go and kidnap. They don't even give a damn about the president. So what are we now saying? And you still want to give those kind of people amnesty? Amnesty for what? You want to be comparing yourself with Niger Delta? Niger Delta were freedom fighter. They were fighting for their right. No land to farm. No water to drink. All has been polluted by oil. So you can't compare Niger Delta with these people, and they can't compare themselves with the Niger Delta activists, because those ones were freedom fighters to liberate their community from the enough oppressions they've had through oil spillage, through poverty, extortion and all those things. And lastly, Nigeria should be careful of this politician, the so-called politician, both PDP, both APC. Me, I've signed out. I voted for APC, but I've signed out. But if you like yourself, just don't keep complaining. Take an action. Abandon these people. They can't take you to promised land. If you like, hear me. If you like, hate me. If you like me. Abandon these people. They cannot take you to any promised land. You can see all of them shoveling now. PDP to APC, APC to PDP. They've got nothing to offer us. We only be hearing terrorism. We only be hearing starvation. We only be hearing economic downturn. So they've got nothing. Let's pack them aside. That's just it.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Femi, good morning to you. Femostica.
Good morning. Sorry, I want to stop vlogging. You know the birthday, good morning.
All right. Now that we have every calling on the northern governors to flush out bandits, criminals in the region. What do you expect the governors to do?
Say the governor should flush out the
Criminals.
criminal.
In the north.
Okay, Nigeria governor can never do that because they know the people that are there. Because many of them know the people that are in that forest. Those governors in the north. Who is talking? Is it not there Rufai? He is Seme Rufai. In Kaduna State, Abuja to Kaduna, you know. Okay, you know how many years, you know, since in tenure, that road never had peace. And those people there, they will arrest them, they will tell them that those people are ex-men. Nothing has been done. The governor have nothing to offer to us. The governor that have been there, they don't know the welfare of their people. They don't know how the people that are ruling are living. Only what they have is to pull law. And that law is the same day that will break the law. Who are the governors that want to work for you? Because when they pull us, I think, you know why this same COVID-19 protocol that they are saying that J-team will not work. Because the first time that COVID-19 come, many people are still dormant. They don't know anything. They pull law that everybody should wear nose mask. Some people die without nose mask. But when Abakari died, social distance rule break, nose mask rule break with which people? The same people in Aso Rock that attend the meeting. Some people say they want to touch the dead body of Abakari, which is COVID-19 dead body, which is all over the world, the rule that nobody should touch it. People carry the dead body in their hand. Are we still going to keep on deceiving ourselves with the fake people that we have as a government? All of that are fake. Because they don't know the welfare of me and you. If we don't, today, 100% of, I should call it 100% of Nigeria, except those people in the government, the masses, if they don't go out that day, they will not see what to eat. Is that people that is that the people that we proud that they have a government, a governor? You understand?
Can you compare the fight IPOB is advocating for and the one these bandits, Boko Haram and other groups are fighting for?
Sorry, I don't get you.
IPOB, the cause they are fighting, can you compare it to that of Boko Haram and other
Boko Haram don't have agenda. What in the first time during the Jonathan time, Sheke will tell us that they are fighting against Western education. In another time again, you understand, they come out that they are doing the work of Allah. You understand? Those ones that don't have agenda, are they fighting to have a nation? Are they that Gimon, what do they call it? The one that negotiate with the bandit. He's saying that the act of, that is the difference in the agenda. The agenda that they want is separation. But Boko Haram never have agenda. You understand? But Boko Haram, the bandit, the Fulani group never have agenda. The agenda is to kill, take your land. They say every land in Nigeria belongs to them. Me and you, we are not from Nigeria, be that. Those are the same people they import from Niger, Chad to Nigeria. They want to claim the land. Hausa people, the main people of Hausa, they have no mouth to speak in the north. The Esme have conquered them. And that is the same level that they want to use to conquer everybody in Nigeria. Because if you go to north, the main Hausa man never have mouth there again. You understand? If you remember, there was a time they called themselves Hausa Fulani. You understand? They call themselves Hausa Fulani because they have an agenda. If you listen to it, go and find out. You know that before, the Fulani people never come out openly say they are Iflani. They say they are Hausa Fulani. But now they have conquered what they are looking for. They come out with their real color, that they are the real Fulani, no more Hausa Fulani. You understand? So that's to tell you that now they want to take over every land in Nigeria. Metiala will come and tell you that the whole land in Nigeria belongs to them. Who are there? Do you know them before? People that are small from another Niger Republic to Nigeria. You understand? So we should, Nigeria problem, because the time I tell the government 2015 to 2016, that everybody in Nigeria, the president should go and provide this thing, psychiatric test for everybody. They look at it as something that don't have value. But now everybody in Nigeria, mentality have changed. Everybody is mad now. So they will mad and meet the government. When the time reach, they will run because they have private jet. But that private jet will crash on the road. That may be that. Yes.
Thank you so much. It's other persons here.
Good morning, Mr. Man.
We need to take this seriously, as the government has proposed jail term for COVID-19 violators.
Well, for me, it's for our own benefit. We should not look at maybe one government official didn't wear face mask, or somebody at the higher position didn't wear nose mask. You better talk of your own, because those people, they can afford money, they can afford hospital bill. Everybody hear about the death of Olubade, that billionaire that just died. He died of COVID-19. When they took him to loot, there was no space. They told him no space. They took him to one private hospital. They demanded for 10 million naira. How many Nigeria can afford 10 million naira? It's so expensive to treat COVID-19. So it's better to adhere. If it is wear nose mask, maintain social distance, that we stop this thing. Please, let's abide by it. These are the just little things that we cannot do, and we'll be blaming our leader always. What about little things that they ask the follower to do? They cannot do. Anybody that cannot wear nose mask for the benefit of others can never be a good leader. Every time I'm passing through Yanapaja, when I look at the gigantic pedestrian bridge that Ambode built there, I always cry. Nobody ply it. It just there. Billions of naira. You should go to that Yanapaja. You will see them. They will still be begging Dambo, please, we want to pass. They will be begging trailer. And there is pedestrian bridge. Nobody ply it. These are the little things. If you cannot be a good follower, you cannot be a good leader. Who produce leader? It's me and you. So if you cannot wear ordinary face mask, if you cannot maintain social distancing, just as simple as that, I don't know any good thing you can do again. And if you are still a Thomas, I pray that God will not let you witness what they call COVID-19. It's very bad. So my advice is that people should adhere to it.
Okay, let's quickly move down to the statements of El-Rufai. One the northern governors told them to flush out all criminals. They also said they shouldn't negotiate with any of these criminals in order for that region to experience peace. Now, don't you think this is a wake-up call?
I'm surprised when I usually listen to Sheikh Gumi. I thought it's somebody to tell you that many of them they don't know what they are doing. I'm telling you, they don't know what they are doing. How can you say that federal government should take out of money budgeted for security in 2021 to negotiate with the bandits? And you are not comparing bandits with Niger Delta. What is the philosophy of bandits? What are they demanding for? What is their problem? Have they come out to tell government that this is what we want? It's only you, Gumi, that they tell. I don't know what the banditry, what they want. Boko Haram, insurgency, everybody know that it's everywhere. Terrorism is everywhere. They are fighting for a territory. They want to conquer a territory that will be ruled by Sharia law. What is demand of banditry? People that are do banditry, go inside bush, kidnap people, rape people, and collect money for ransom. Let me tell you, all those governors that even came out to oppose what Gumi said, I don't believe them. I don't trust them. Before this time around, El-Rufai has done something like that. El-Rufai has paid some of the people that are terrorizing them. He said he came out and tell us that he paid them so that they will stop, they will cease attacking. Unfortunately, the money he gave them, they still use it to buy weapons. The same way, Matawale in Samfara, he will say some people they have repented. He give them millions of naira, buy this thing for them, truck, so many truck for them, so that they will use it to cruise around. And if some people see the outcome of being a banditry, they will go and form another one, so that tomorrow they will say, oh, we repent. Give us what they give them those people that repent. It's only in Nigeria that government will be negotiating with the criminal, and everybody refuse to say the truth. Let me quickly dabble into this. I'm so disappointed when I listen to Seun Kuti. Say when you go to school, you know they get sense again. I'm tired. Just because you want to sound as if maybe you are a learned person, or you don't want to sound prejudiced, maybe somebody that have prejudice. What are you talking about? I pity you. If to say your house is in Yewa, or you have farm in Yewa, you reside around Yewa, and they fuck your wife, you will not be saying something like this. This is stupid. Look at, I don't know the school that Seun went to. You cannot, has never been learned as Wole Soyinka. I like his response. Is in a right manner or not? It's a different ball game. That one Sunday did, he not say it's good, but thank God we see somebody that respond to something that is not welcome. Something that is not welcoming is happen, and somebody respond. So his response is more important than whether his own approach is good or not. Now we will now be calling him that, oh, Sunday, this is how you should do it. You should have done it this way. I lack that response. That is the perfect response. So they should be killing all of us, and everybody will keep quiet, and we will say we don't want to side Sanders, somebody that is a tribalist by God. What are you talking about? So I'm disappointed in you.
No, another protest is about to take place at Lekki. What advice would you give to me? Do you support it?
Let me tell you. Hey, I support it. I support it because it's better we say the truth now. If we continue to cover this thing, the end will not good. The end will not good for us. It is case between Nigerian youth and government, right? And you are the one that say, okay, let's go and form a particular panel so that they will listen to both left and right, and they will give or they will bring out the results. Tell me any cogent result they have bring out of that their city. The camera that Fasola saw there, where is it? What did he say? Have you ever heard any forensic thing, any forensic analysis of what happened there? You have not seen any result, and you want to go and open that place again. For what? How much is that place is awarded to that consortium, whatever? They will have realized the money. They are just trying to enslave people. I'm telling you, it's everything in Nigeria is about slavery. Political slavery, religious slavery, or economic slavery. Everything they just try to enslave us and keep us like this.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to you, David. Let's have you.
You are the last person.
Let me speak today.
You are enjoying yourself.
How are you doing?
Fine, Mr. Mike.
All right, now the compliance to COVID-19 rule is what we are talking about today. And the federal government has proposed jail time for COVID-19 violators. I'm sure you are always on your nose mask.
Mr. Mike.
But sometimes you've been complying.
I've been complying, but yesterday, from this moment, I ceased to always comply.
What reason?
Because yesterday, the Chief Femi Fanikaude, the APC national chairman, and held a meeting yesterday in Abuja. No, there was no face mask. The three of them, public leaders. So now you want to jail me? Let them jail me now. If people who make the law also break the law, so how do you want me to adhere to the law? That's so absurd. Even the chief of staff to the president, chief of staff to the president, Shehu Gambari, was not even making use of posters when he went to visit the late Tony Momo. He was not putting on nose mask, and now you are expecting me to use nose mask. Mr. Mike Adekule, I also want to violate the law now. Yes, so we should all be the law violators.
Okay, let's quickly move down to Lekki to Gate. 13th of February, it been said that a protest will be taking place there. Do you support that? Looking at what happened last year.
Mr. Mike Adekule is a work on development. Now, of what use has the panel come out? What findings have they made? What findings or what recommendations have they made since this panel was set up? I was telling someone that I said, a panel that was set up, you cannot be a judge in your own case. You cannot be a judge in your own case. Lagos State government is the judge of this case. The government of the state appointed people from all different sectors, from different ministries, just to make up this panel. And now, what do you expect? Do you want them to make findings, recommendation against their government, against their boss. Now, this is not the right time for you to make any recommendation of what opening Lekki toll gates. It is not. The people that were killed, have you compensated them? What plans do you have for the people that were killed? Instead, you want to start meeting yourself now because they've lose about close to 140 million every week.
Is it too early to
Mr. Mekadekule, it is too early. It is too early. The panel has not yielded any fruitful sitting. Now, I think when you set up a panel, there should be a time you come and address and say, okay, this is what our panel, this is the findings we made. This and this recommendation should be made. You've not even made such recommendations. Instead, what you want to do is what you want to open the what Lekki toll gate so as to make money to your own pocket because of election is fast. DG, minister of this, commissioner for this, special advisor to this. It is not welcome anywhere in the world. Can you be the judge in your own case? It is impossible. No, tell me of what use do you think that their stupid panel would come out? Nothing fruitful will come out of that kind of kangaroo panel. Now they want to reopen the Lekki toll gate because what they've lost so many huge amount of money. Someone who said Lagos State IGRE is now dwindling. That is why they want to open the what Lekki toll gate. Must we continue like this? Lives.
Is that Lekki toll gate a major source of revenue for
It is.
State?
It is one of the major source of revenue because multiply there every time. Multiply there. You go, you pay 300. You come, you pay 300. You know thousands of people that
apply that.
Yeah,
that
apply that road from Monday to Sunday. No public holiday. In a week, how much do they make? And that money goes to one person pocket. His son is in charge. Sheikh Tinubu is in charge of the Lekki toll gate. He owns that LSCC contractors. He's the one managing that road. Sheikh Tinubu now because of one person. Those that died, have you competed with them? Have you met with them? Of what good was the panel form? Was not to make recommendations?
On what basis?
Of what basis was the panel form? Was it not just to make recommendations to the state government? And now it has not needed any fruitful. Mr. Makadekule, I am sick and tired of this country whereby the people will continue to what oppress the poor. Not to continue like this. See now, I dey drink coffee because wala too much for the country. Every day na wala.
Don't advertise here. Don't advertise.
Nigeria wala is not dey finish because every day you keep hearing the same problem.
All right, thank you so much, David. I really appreciate you for coming on board. Thank you so much. All right, quickly to Lucky, you also took a cup of coffee.
Yes.
Sunday is taking his own.
Everybody is taking it. What can we do?
Wow.
What can we do? That's only the highest enjoyment we have. It's true now. Thank you very much, my brother. Big brother. Good morning.
You're welcome on board.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was still talking about the insecurity shit, but flush out bandits in that region. I think this is a good statement from Verify. Don't you think so?
Sorry, thank you. After the damage. Is it after the damage? You do forget that he was the first person who went to compensate them. I didn't know, you remember? He paid them, he gave them money, but at the end, 24 hours, they kill more than 30 again. So he can't do anything again. You know why? I have told you several times, this government cannot do anything. The best thing, if President Buhari can resign today, you see the tension will come down. Everybody will come down, including Boko Haram, including bandit, including kidnapping. Everything will come down, relax. But Buhari is the leader of this. I go talk Medita. I could remember when he was opposition. You remember? Say all hell will roll if that election was not won by him. You remember their statement? Did anybody do him anything? They were sponsoring this bandit Boko Haram to describe this the former government. But now They can no longer pay them anymore. Now the boys are taking arm against them now. They are not shouting. They are the people that sponsored those people during 2014, 2013. They were campaigning. Do you remember when Lai Mohammed was going to abroad, telling the United States, America, they should not send arms to Nigerian government to fight Boko Haram. But today, they are the ones suffering it now. They can't do anything until this government leave. Nothing they can do. I'm telling you the truth.
Does it mean they are playing politics?
Oh my goodness. You can see.
This government facing security challenges, another government came in again facing it. Oh.
It's easy to arrest those who don't wear masks, but it's not easy to arrest those Boko Haram who are killing. This government. It's not easy to arrest the bandit who they catch. But they can arrest Boko Haram and recruit them back to the army. Are you hearing me? But go and wear mask, they will jail you. Go and check. Even the corruption, all the color has not jailed him. Person who stop 7 billions on government pork because now he has done the PC now. He's a free man. So what I'm saying is that Erufai can't do anything. He started paying them before. He paid them, negotiate with them. Now one of the Islam leader, they're supposed to have arrested that Islam leader. Yet the man called Guru, what's the name? Who is going around looking for the bandit? They say wait there several times in the bush. How do you know? It's arrangement with them and the government. I don't understand me. That they should grant their amnesty. How can you compare people who are killing, who are killing? They can't tell you what they are killing. They should go and negotiate with them. Why? In Niger Delta, they are fighting for their right. The whole world knows that we need our oil. Want to control our oil. Everybody knows that. They were not killing. They only kidnapping, destroy oil well. But today, how can we go and negotiate with people you don't know? People who are killing. Even Boko Haram, bandits. So this government, they are the one that created those things. They created it. So they are suffering it today.
Someone said I should ask you a question on the live chat. He said, that's Zainal.
Yes.
Said, Mike, can you ask Lucky, is he still interested in one Nigeria? Are you still interested in one Nigeria?
Yes, my brother, my sister. Razak, yes. One Nigeria. Do you know I believe one Nigeria? Let me tell you the truth. The only thing is just to change this government. If you have a good government, a good president that will change this, we will love ourselves. There's no way. I'm married from Delta State. I'm from Edo State. You don't expect me to leave my wife to divide? Or Igbo, my friends. I have a lot of Igbos. I have a lot of Yoruba. I was born in Lagos. How will I be if I'm packing my load? I built my house here. Then I should leave my house here. We are one. I believe one Nigeria. I don't believe all this Tabat tribe. But what I'm saying, when we have a good president, I don't think we don't need to divide. It's one Nigeria. I ask a question. So many Igbo who are buying everywhere, buying land, buying into estate. Do you think they will leave that estate and go back home? Do you think? It's we that doesn't have anything. Do it. Or don't have money that is crying. Divide go where? Yes, go where? We are one Nigeria. Our grandfather have worked for us. He left for us to take that mandate and go forward. No dividation. It's those who don't have money that are trying to divide. Go where? Yes.
But now that the Nigeria is not conducive for people to live again, what do we do?
And that's why I told you that let's get a better president that will lead us that promised land. After all, when Obasanjo was there, did we say we want to divide? When Jonathan was there, did you say we want to divide? When Jonathan was there, did you say we want to divide? But when this fanatic man came, a wicked man, a man, Imam are not talking. But that's why every day we come here and shout. After shouting, those that want to hear us, those that don't want to listen, go. Nigeria will remain one, whether you like it or not. We are one. All we know is that it's for us to get up and bring a youth leader that will lead us to the promised land.
Right,
we were great. I come back to one again. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. I believe one Nigeria. Yes. Whether you like, hate me, You like me, one Nigeria.
Okay, someone is even appreciating here. Renda Peter, I like Mr. Lucky. He said he loves you so much.
Thank you. That's what I want to. Mr. Peter, I love you too. God bless you. Those who say we should divide, advise that person. We are not going anywhere. Igbo, one, Edo, Isha, Urobi, Yoruba, Pamaki.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lucky. Chigozie, right at the Eastern. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome.
Yes,
How are you doing today?
well, cool. We thank God.
All the way
And you?
I'm cool. All the way from the school to the place of work down to the Eastern.
Yes, because I have maintained the position that my greatest motivation is the viewers across the globe. And also, the service to humanity remains my daily drive. So that is why I'm here.
Okay, service to humanity
Yes.
remains your watchword. And let's quickly look at the mysterious move by Sheikh Gumi to the Zamfara forest where these bandits reside. Now, don't you think the service chiefs, the new service chiefs appointed by Mr. President, should take this as an opportunity to fish out these criminals?
To fish out, you call them criminals, Mr. Mike. But to the Northerners, these are their foot soldiers. They invited them to dislodge the Jonathan dispensation, to make sure that they sweep off Jonathan dispensation. And these people haven't been fortified. You see, they consider no other better job than to engage in crimes. You see, so the North is more or less reaping what they have sown over the years. You see, it is a function of calculated attempt to dislodge the South, occupy that position. Intellectually, he's nowhere. Economic-wise, he's nowhere. But what they needed is an instrument that can dislodge the southern people from occupying that inviolable position, the president of Nigerian state. And of course, with the conspiracy of the willing troops from the south, they succeeded. You see, it is now becoming more clearer to them. I told some people that time that this man, I have studied his antecedents. I have no personal attachments or sentiments to his person. But I think they say that history should be the greatest teacher. You see, his antecedents and his body language has not changed since 1983 or 84. He's still the same nepotic and personality, so tyrant and brutal in his approach. So nothing has changed about him. So when they come with the mantra of change, I was just laughing at them. So it's just time we reveal the time is a function that reveals the reality which is staring at us. And look at, mind you, Mr. Lucky is just shouting, we are one Nigeria. Under what basis, Mr. Mike? What defines our common existence? That is the fundamental question people like a young man like Lucky has not failed to answer. You see, he said that our forefathers, who are his forefathers? You see, the Yoruba race have been in existence. The Yoruba race have been controlling and developing at their own pace, even before the amalgamation of Nigeria. Amalgamation of Nigeria is just about just about 106 years. But Yoruba race and other race has been existing over 200 years. And now they brought about this amalgamation to serve the British business interests. They never considered the terms of agreement, the terms of engagement. There was no clear. If you want to build a skyscraper, you cannot just wake up and start developing. You see, you must have a structure. planned out, ironed out, so that when you are getting it right, you can look back to that structural design to correct it, because it will be very disastrous if you ignore those structural signs and of course supports, the pillars and whatever for reinforcement. You can just not just sustain a skyscraper of such. Nigeria is a monumental disaster, just buying time to happen, because there was no clear planning on how this country should run. We are celebrating the United States today because their forefathers laid a solid and formidable foundation for their generation unborn. You see, they take time to plan out, come out with constitution that will accommodate even people in 200 years time. They are still using the same constitution. I can see they have not deviated, and you can see how they are controlling the world. So I'm certain one Nigeria is, it makes me stand stupid. One Nigeria on what basis? Look at what, that your life is not safe, your people's life are not safe. The primary essence of governance is to protect life and property of our own citizen, and I mean ensure the well-being of our own citizen. Mr. Loki is crying one Nigeria. He recently said he found it difficult to upset some beings under one Nigeria, and he could not access any loan from the government or grants or mortgage. You see, which he will set off, pay off with time. You see, but those things are obtainable in Western world because they have developed themselves. They are no longer after the basic necessities. Look at, I'm just coming from the classroom. Almost I was sweating profusely. You see, I told my people, look at the students. I said, Nigeria cannot change. I'm trying to work on their psyche. I said, they said why? I said, who is Michael Faraday? Michael Faraday in 1550, that is over 470 years now, conquered electricity, subdued the world of electricity, and gave life to the entire world. After 407, they found it almost impossible to generate light, the megawatt that will sustain a state, if not half of a state, or a region of a state, for 24 hours without going off. We have not achieved that. Then what makes us one Nigeria? We are so big and useless. We claim to be giant of Africa, while others have left us. Look at Ghana power consumption rate. Look at Africa, South African power consumption rate. Without power generation made available, you can't drive a viable economy. You can't drive any industrial hub. Look at most of our industries are bankrupting. They are folding. And some people will say because you don't have an idea in Nigeria. If you have an idea, you make money. People that have idea and have their money, they are folding because the government policies has affected them adversely. And of course, is telling on the people. You can see the level of retrenchment. You see, after 470 years, the world started the way forward. Nigeria has not waked up. So what defines our common existence? And they cannot allow people or regions to control their own economy and develop at their own pace. You say we are not one Nigeria, stagnated at a point. We are not moving forward. We are not moving backward. Just rigmaroning, psychoventing within a cycle. So how can we sustain this tempo? For how long? We have great Nigerians in diaspora who has made landmarks in all the fields of endeavor. But in medicine, look at Philip Emeagwali of internet. The father of internet is an Igbo man. Excursion, we have so many of them. Chima Amanda in literary world. We have so many of them who have done exceptionally well. Why? Because if they were in Nigeria, they would have died with their vision. They would have died with their aspirations, because nobody would have given them the opportunity to manifest. So that's what we are calling. You are calling for a Nigeria that your future of your children.
Something tangible can be done.
Which administration? I told you that Nigeria, the administration is already gone, because there's no clear direction where they're heading to. There's no clear manifesto. There's no clear agenda. What they're just beating about the bush, sharing the money. I must mind you, all those budget and for the past 5 years, with due respect, Mr. Mike, what have you benefited from the trillions of dollars that have been budgeted for this nation? In what way has it affected you? No, with due respect. Can you walk into any of the health centers and receive free medical attention? Have you done that before? Oh, that answers the question, Mr. Mike. You can now understand my position, that this Nigeria is not working, and with this system can never work. Put me anywhere. So if you cannot attract foreign investors, allow our big brothers over there who want to invest in this country. One of them told me that he's almost afraid. They're afraid coming down home because of the level of insecurity, and you can know what that means to our economy.
So what you're saying now is that the 2 years will be a waste.
Sorry?
The 2 years remaining for this administration will be a waste.
I don't pray that this administration continues the next 2 years, because the level of devastation will be unbearable. The level of hardship, you can see what the IMF, International Monetary Fund, they are now coming to the reality to admit. Before they have been denying. They contributed part of our problem in Africa. You see, look at, I was expecting Donald Trump to come to Nigeria and invest and buy houses with the US dollar. Have you seen any company owned by Donald Trump or ex-president of the United States or other states, president of other states in Nigeria? But Nigerian government or people within the corridor of power will loot our funds and go there and drop it there. You see, keep on building their economy of other people, neglecting. About 2 days ago or so, I saw somebody knock down a family man by a reckless driver because of the roads. You can understand the number of casualties recorded on a daily basis because of the negligence on the part of the government himself. What does it take to fix a road? How much does it take? How much does it take to fix elementary science that can be fixed by a secondary school teacher?
Can't say everything today.
Of course, I can't say everything because already I'm exhausted, and I think I need to take something and not minding these millions of problems the devil in Nigeria. It can never be solved in a single day. But one thing is clear: with due respect, not on the people rise to begin to ask and demand for their attention. Thank you very much. God bless you.
On this note, I say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adegoles remains my name. Behind the camera is Michael Ojodas, my namesake. Viewers across the globe, you can subscribe to the sister channel of Triple Plus. You can subscribe to Flip TV. You can join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo at Dekunle MICHAL, Michael Temitayo Dokunan on Instagram at Dekunle Michael Temitayo. Special appreciation to the CEO of Flip TV, Abiodun Omo Kokoloye. That's my power. My boss is my power. I so much respect him. Really appreciate you, viewers. Thank you so much. Bye.